welcome everyone to your last of the 2017 season weekly power ranking show brought to you by me, Feo, aka the Chise, aka aka the Sultan of Salt, aka the Master of Salt, aka Master of Nothing this year, aka Manti Feo, bringing you your weekly power ranking show. I know. It's the end of the year, fellas. The last show last year when I took this gig on, I had a great run. I really enjoyed it. This year, first full season. I mean, Tunkos, you admitted it, man. It's not easy, brother. I mean, and I've done 13 shows. So to say that this is something that doesn't take a lot of time and effort, I apologize to all the haters. No apologies to you motherfuckers. I come out with them when I come out with them. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent next year. Again, my position changed, so it kind of changed the way I had to do things throughout the year. And it's not just a cut and dry thing. I put some effort into it, and I don't want to put an inferior product out there for you. So, with that said, the 2017 book, again, it's going up for auction at the summer meeting. I mean, there's a lot of important notes, a lot of interesting theories, and of course, there is this orange piece of paper which has my breakdowns. By the way, 3 out of the 6 teams I picked to perhaps make it into the playoffs. They're doing exactly what I had predicted they were doing. I actually don't believe that I had Handlebars so high, brother. I'm sorry for hating on you so much. I had you going 10-2-2, and you're not. You're not really making a liar out of me. So I did have it on paper right there. Handlebars, 10-2-2. Maybe that next tie is coming up. Who knows? Last game of the season coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right into your final power rankings. At number 14, yes, hands, I said 14. Can a guy make a mistake? By the way, Tunkies, don't drink soda. Drink a little beer. It helps the words just flow out a little bit better. At least for me, that's what works. At number 14, our bye-week champ, Skid Row, a.k.a. Dental Plan, a.k.a. stealing baloney out of your trash can, a.k.a. sorry-ass manager. Maybe we should have the last place person wear a pair of panties on their head or something like that at the beginning of next year's draft. Who knows? Listen, Skids, this was an audition. You failed miserably. Your vid was kind of cool. Your kiss of death on the vid that you put with Baby Gap last week. I mean, if you hadn't made that vid and gone through that kind of trouble, I think maybe you had to pull it off. But, Baby Gap slammed you. I'm glad. Good job, Baby Gap. That lands you down at the bottom. I had you winning 2 less games than you won this year. So congratulations. You're only a little bit less mediocre than what I put you at the beginning. Your name is on the chopping block because there isn't a whole lot of talent out there to take up these last 2 spots or the next 2 spots if we do expand. But I have to tell you, you're a champion in my book, champion of being at the bottom of the barrel. You're living at number 14. You've got more number 14 positions than anybody else in this league. So that's one of the reasons why you might not be coming back next year. At number 13, La Bamba, a.k.a. congratulations on your proposal, a.k.a. landing strip on the face, a.k.a. pinky in the butt, a.k.a. I take a full fist, a.k.a. Fat Parrot passed all his losing on to you. And that's really kind of what happened, fellas. I'm not sure if I always say this right, but Brujida or whatever it is, I know that Fat Parrot has taken some courses while I was, constantly trying to better myself. He was looking at ways to curse other folks. He brings in some kryptonite and then he lays all his salt in on day one into somebody else. And I tell you right now, it's worked out for him. Again, another one of the players that I had you going 9-4-1, so you're exceeding expectations, Fat Parrot. La Bamba, I mean, like I said, he just put it all in you. So, again, your name's on the chopping block, son. You can't, I appreciate that you're out there, getting married. Congratulations again. But you can't fall off the face of the map, especially not, you have 13 weeks of commitment. I want my mamadas every week. If you're gonna start something, finish something. Don't be half-assing it. This is another reason why your name's on the chopping block. Again, not that much talent out there, but we need to find somebody who's willing to take these next two chairs, or the two chairs that you gentlemen sit in, and really give us something. La Bamba, number 13. Finishing the year at number 12, myself. Listen, a final record of 3-8-2. I got to find a way somehow to balance the being able to stay alive at the draft and actually staying smart at the draft. Not necessarily, getting a little over anxious, some of it's just the shit that's going around in the air. Next year, maybe I'm going to employ some Beats headphones or something like that and just kind of not listen to any of the shit that you guys are saying. Drink my beer quietly and focus on the draft board. I'm going to be putting myself through drills constantly through this next off season. Okay, lock me up in my dungeon. I don't care. I would happily come out of the dungeon one more time to do a playoff vid, a collaboration with somebody if they wanted to do it. My phone is open, so I will keep in contact with y'all. But I landed at number 12. At number 11, Niggs at 4-9 this year, bro. Taking, what is it, 2 years off, 1 year off, taking any time off. Look, somebody else drafts for you, doesn't follow your game plan, takes all the shots, takes all the beers. You were fighting uphill. You didn't do that much better than me anyways. Honestly, your comeback wasn't really a comeback. You played well at the Turkey Bowl. It's good to see you out there. Good to see that you didn't break anything this year. Of course, you didn't put yourself in any real contact situations, but great interception. Nothing much more to say. Negro, thanks for coming back. As the top players would say, thanks for your money. See you next year. At number 10, Tunkies, a.k.a. The Pig, the Goutmaster, a.k.a. the Pig, a.k.a. Porky, a.k.a. That wasn't a rant, bro. Dude, you're sitting at 5-7-1. I had you going a lot stronger. Maybe that was me putting the salt on you. I apologize if I did. I always want you to do really well. Every year, except for one, I think you've not failed to disappoint. Which matter of fact, Fat Parrot, you put a lot of pressure on me, saying that I've had a lot of mediocrity, in my time in the No Sync League. Tunkos is right there with me. I mean, that dude, for the beginning of the first couple seasons, he did absolutely nothing. And I mean nothing. He had some bad 3-10 seasons. I mean, he had some really bad ones. I know. I can't remember all of them, and I'm just going off the top of my head, but, maybe I'll just ask the league historian for a little bit of backup on that. But he hasn't done that great. I expected more of you this year, Tunkies, and unfortunately you didn't fit the bill. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you in the off season. Hopefully you come back next year. You fix that gout, and you find a way to put a winning season together. At number 9, Jasmine, a.k.a. Jafar's lover, a.k.a. Pop That Pussy, a.k.a. Dude, 2 touchdowns at the Turkey Bowl. Big ups to you, brother. You put a fight up at the end, finishing the season at 5-7-1, at least in power rankings. You got one more game to go, but, this game only matters for a certain amount of people. Jasmine, again, as the top players would say, thank you for your money. Again, you shed your bye week title and you gave it over to Skid Row, so at least that's something else. Your elevation from mediocrity, you're right in the middle of the pack, finishing in the middle of the pack this year. I'm telling you, Jasmine. It's like I kind of want or expect a little bit more from you every year, and it's like this game is tough. This league is tough, so don't get your hopes down. Don't get your feelings hurt. Just try to come back next year strong. I mean, again, I threw some ideas for myself out there. You might want to take a page out of that book and do something better. Draft day is where it really makes or breaks you in this league. At number 8, 7 and 8, Jafar and Baby Gap. I really couldn't decide which where to put you. One on top of the other, or maybe that's where you belong, just in some sort of ugly pile together. The matchup that you guys have this week really will determine the fate of others. So, I'm not going to say who I want to win. Good luck to both of you fellas. You're sitting in the middle of the pack. You're going to finish in the middle of the pack regardless if you go to the playoffs or not. That's the way you finish in the power rankings. We'll see you next year. At number 6, Hands at 7-6. Really could have been you or Kiko. At 7-6, both of you guys sitting there. Again, your guys' games are very big this week. If Niggs beats you, you may be out of the playoffs. Salt. Kiko, you just got to win. For you guys, a lot of controversy this year, a lot of back and forth. I understand the hate. I understand the lack of hate, I guess. Maybe it's shifted a little bit. Maybe Hans, your compa, picked up a little bit of the hate, and now he seems to be a little more vocal about it, while you kind of just stand back and just be by the numbers guy. Listen, there's a reason I hate cops. It's not because they're crooked. It's not because they beat black people. It's not because they don't wear body cams. It's because they're sneaky, shystery people that just wear badges for a living, and that somehow makes you better. I'm sorry, but it doesn't, and obviously it doesn't in fantasy. I hope you lose, Hands. I hope you don't make the playoffs. I understand you have a bet with Fat Parrot. He deserves it. He deserves it after all the bullshit you've done. Kiko, again, one of you guys is going to be in the playoffs, probably for sure. Listen, I hate to both of you. Hate. I don't care. At number 4, the old man, a.k.a. Paloma Bionica, a.k.a. Can I Get a Blue Pill, a.k.a. Marv. I like that one. Marv, the guy from the Muppets. That one was good. Listen, old man, you backdoored your way into the playoffs. Congratulations. We all know that you're not going to go very far. But, this kind of will give you some sort of, validation. And, it's at least a record that we won't be unproud of putting on your tombstone if you don't make it to next season. Congratulations, you finished the year at number 4. At number 3, Rata, a.k.a. Jewish Rat, a.k.a. Amish Rat, a.k.a. Dude, I break something every Turkey Bowl like 9 minutes in. I've heard of it. I actually saw it. I watched it a couple times on the GoPro. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how you had the high and the low ankle sprain on Turkey Bowl Thursday. But it's like that kind of luck. Hopefully, that brings you a little bit of luck going into the playoffs. Congratulations for making it. Hopefully, you can go far. You're my dark horse to make it all the way. Not win it, but at least make it all the way. I want to see some good competition coming out of your team at the end of the year. At number 2, this will put a little salt on your life. Handlebars, I'll put you up at number 2. Great way to finish the season. I guess Tom Brady isn't always a somebody that you can't count on, or he was your only guy, and then somehow you managed to put it together, and you like franchised the squad around this dude, and you managed to start putting up some points at the end of the year. Congratulations to you. Maybe it was, a little bit of the focus. Maybe it was a little bit of hate. Maybe it was a little bit of what I bring to the table that helped elevate you. Who knows? I don't see you going very far in the playoffs. I see you stumbling either this round or next round. But let's see where it lands. But you finish this year power rankings number 2. Congratulations. And at number 1, salt. Fat Parrot, a.k.a. Jewbird, a.k.a. Perico, a.k.a. Riff Raff, a.k.a. Something tells me. Fat Parrot, congratulations. After all these losing seasons, after, forming this league and being the commissioner and taking all these duties on, after, only opening the man cave 6 times this year, after, fiddling with wires and Wi-Fi to make it all possible, after standing back in the corner while all of us pick each other apart, you finally had probably the greatest season, of your career. And it's sad that, I know we had a conversation one off season about, you saying that, you might not have too many of these left. So this may be your time. you may have to win it now so that you can validate when you close it down for good. Maybe next year, maybe 4 years from now. You're not getting any younger, and I don't even think that the old man's gonna make it any more than 4 years, let alone you. I don't know. The Turkey Bowl is probably gonna be a bowling match. It's like then it's gonna go to like backgammon or some other stupid game because you guys can't even get up anymore. Listen, Fat Parrot, congratulations. I'm gonna let you finish the year at number 1 in the power rankings. You done good, son. You done good. That's it for the power ranking show. Listen, La Bamba, I'm not gonna do a Bamba this year, but I will do a final salt pit and my final salute to the league in 2017. I'm putting y'all in the salt pit, son. Fuck all y'all. You don't really appreciate what I can do. You want to fucking try to pick on me. You want to group me to death. My phone freaking can't handle a lot of the stupid mamadas that you guys come out with week in and week out. There's a lot of times where I don't even scroll up. Because I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you guys are talking about. But I put you guys all in the league till next year, till the summer meeting, till next episode. By the way, yes, I am gonna take some time in the off season, figure out what my show is. So if you subscribe to me, please, follow along in the off season. Say hello to your brother Feo every once in a while and watch one of my vids. As for the 2017 season, fantasy football, it was fun. I had a lot of fun doing the videos. I had a lot of fun breaking shit down. I had a lot of fun making fun of y'all. I hope that you appreciated what I brought. It's time to shut this part of Studio B down for the year, but we should be back. If we get picked back up for another season, we should be back next year, 2018 Power Rankings, coming soon. So, as for me, I'm signing off. This is Feo, a.k.a. the Power Rankings Master, a.k.a. Power Rankings Guru, a.k.a. hashtag the Power Rankings Show, signing off for the last time this year. Thank you very much.